Ever wonder how some of the coolest things in our world came to be? Today, we're diving into the world of happy accidents and exploring 6 genius inventions nobody meant to create. Imagine sticky notes without that perfect weak adhesive, or a world without life-saving penicillin. Can you even picture snack time without the crisp crunch of potato chips, or hot summer days without the icy relief of a popsicle? And how about the colorful spectacle of fireworks, or the life-sustaining rhythm of a pacemaker? All these things that we take for granted, believe it or not, they were all born out of accidents. So grab your seatbelts and prepare to be amazed by these genius accidents. First off, let's start with the humble sticky note. This little piece of paper that's become a staple in offices and homes around the world was actually a product of a sticky situation. You see, a scientist named Spencer Silver was on a mission to create a super strong adhesive, but instead, he ended up with a weak glue that was easily removable and repositionable. And guess what? Instead of getting stuck on his original goal, he embraced this mistake, and that's how the sticky note was born. Now, let's move on to a discovery that's had a profound impact on medicine: penicillin. This life-saving antibiotic was actually the result of a rather messy lab. Alexander Fleming, a scientist, left a petri dish filled with staphylococci bacteria uncovered. When he returned, he found a mold, Penicillium notatum, had contaminated the dish. But instead of just cleaning up the mess, he noticed something. The bacteria around the mold had been destroyed. This accident led to the development of the world's first antibiotic, penicillin. Accidents in the lab aren't always a bad thing, huh? Now, let's get your taste buds tingling. Imagine this. You're a chef and a customer keeps sending back their fries because they're too limp. What do? If you're Chef George Crumb, you slice those potatoes ultra thin and fry them to a crisp. Not only did this teach that finicky customer a lesson, but it also gave the world one of its most beloved snacks, the potato chip. And speaking of foodie flukes, let's not forget the popsicle. This frosty favorite was the brainchild of Frank Epperson, who left a cup of soda powder mixed with water and a stirring stick outside overnight. When he found it the next morning, the mixture had frozen solid. Voila, the popsicle was born. So whether you're crunching on a chip or savoring a sweet popsicle, remember, these tasty triumphs are the result of some truly serendipitous slip-ups. Who knew mistakes could be so tasty? Now, let's light up the night with our next accidental inventions. We've all seen and been amazed by the brilliant display of fireworks. But did you know that these sparks of joy were born from a blunder? That's right. In ancient China, alchemists were working tirelessly to concoct an elixir of immortality. Instead of eternal life, they accidentally created a mixture that exploded with a burst of color. Talk about a bright mistake. Moving on to a life-saving blunder, the pacemaker. Our hearts beat to the rhythm of this ingenious device, but its creation was anything but intentional. Engineer Wilson Greatbatch was working on a device to record heart rhythms. However, in a twist of fate, he installed the wrong resistor. This resulted in a steady electrical pulse that mimicked the human heartbeat. A mistake? Yes. A medical marvel? Absolutely. These blunders certainly brightened up our world, didn't they? So there you have it, 6 genius inventions born out of pure accidents, from the humble sticky note, born out of a quest for a super strong adhesive, to the life-saving penicillin, discovered in a moldy petri dish. We talked about the deliciously crispy potato chips, born out of a chef's irritation, and the refreshing popsicle, a happy result of a forgotten drink left outside overnight. We marveled at the colorful fireworks, an unintended outcome of ancient Chinese alchemy, and the pacemaker, a medical marvel born from a simple resistor mix-up. It's a fascinating world we live in, and it's even more fascinating to think that some of the things we take for granted were actually born out of pure serendipity. So the next time you're jotting down a note, popping a pill, indulging in a snack, cooling off with a popsicle, watching a fireworks show, or feeling the steady rhythm of a heart, take a moment to appreciate the wonderful accidents that led to their creation. Remember, these amazing inventions were all thanks to a little bit of luck and a whole lot of happy mistakes.